Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good time over this festive period. I'm here at my grandparents' house where I spend a lot of time at Christmas, over Christmas Day and Boxing Day with my family. And it's become quite a tradition to spend time here over the past few years. And obviously, Christmas is a special time. You know, you can have time off, what you normally do, so you can rest, you can see family. And obviously, there's a big hype about Christmas, and you know, there's a big build up to whether you are really into Christmas or not. There's always that big hype and big build up to Christmas Day, and you know, it's such a long time. It starts in like October time, and you know, there's always a big hype about it. But people in life, they look forward to things so much, and then it'll come and go, but then they get depressed afterwards because it's gone so quickly. And you don't really want a life where you're looking forward to things so much, but when they're over, you get depressed about it. And you want to forget about the Christmas hype. You want to enjoy every day because you never know which day is going to be your last. So don't just look forward to Christmas Day, New Year's Day, your birthday, because if you get caught up in the hype, you'll never enjoy your life at all. And you know, at Christmas time, it's nice to give as well, and everything's good. So everything's good, you know, when you're giving and not just receiving. But people really want to receive more than they give out, and it's nice to receive gifts, but people forget to realise that it's what you become and not what you get that really makes you happy in life. You know, what you become in 20 years' time and who you will be is much more important than a small present that you'll receive today. So bear that in mind, you know, next time you're really wanting a gift, and, you know, change what you expecting to get and change it into who can you become and how can you serve other people. It's good to celebrate this time of year, because if you never celebrate, then you'll never feel happy of what you've achieved. But to be constantly reminding yourself of what you're achieving, you must celebrate. You know, Christmas is a good time to celebrate, you know, that you've made it through the year and you've gone through everything. And towards the end of the year, people will start to say, I need to do a New Year's resolution. But the trouble is with these is people don't normally stick to them. If you look at the statistics, most people, you know, they won't stick to them. And if you ask me if I have a New Year's resolution, I couldn't tell you I have one, because I have ones throughout the year, not just, you know, end of December, beginning of January, because I know I won't stick to it. But if I have a constant change of routine, because really what you want to change is a routine, a habit, because habits stick after 66 days. So if you can discipline yourself over this period of time, then it'll just stick like anything else. You know, you'll just do it like you brush your teeth or something. And you really want to create habits and not just a resolution that you think that you're going to stick to, because it won't happen. Now, quite a famous quote that I heard the other day, which is, you know, so true. And if you can remember this when things are getting a little bit tough, is that the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. So you don't want to if you've got, you know, everyone has good ideas about resolutions, but you really want to do something that is going to, you know, really enhance your life. But the only way it's going to enhance your life is if it sticks. So you really need to make sure that you're going to stick to what you say. I mean, a lot of people can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk because they don't stick to what they say. We all have these goals and dreams and plans that we want to do, but we don't stick to it. Why not take one small thing? I mean, the book I've been reading, The One Thing by Gary Keller, and he says about how you should focus down on one thing only. And obviously at Christmas time, it's hard to really focus because all these distractions, you know, parties, family, gifts, everything around you is wanting you to not work or not focus on what you should be doing. If you can really nail down one thing, not many things, you know, so many things that you can do better at, but start with one thing, because you want to get that momentum, and then once you get that momentum, that can lead to another thing. But you won't get that unless you start with one simple thing. So, you know, you may say, I want to do a diet in the new year, but you may want to be specific. You may say, you know, I'm not going to eat chocolate anymore, because if you just start with one thing, it's more likely that you'll cut out that one thing. And, you know, remember the quote, discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons, because if you can think bigger picture, it's like this festive period, you know, people focus on all this period, and then they get the post-Christmas blues because they're focusing too much on one small span of time. everything in life, you have to think of the bigger picture. You know, don't worry about what's happening now, because think bigger picture, it probably won't worry. One of my personal favourite quotes is, will it matter in a year's time? And most of the time the answer is no. So you've got to really think bigger picture and think, is what you're doing going to progress you to the future? Now, most good things don't happen in your comfort zone. I've learned this from experiences, but I've also seen it from other people. And remember, don't just learn from your mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes as well, because this will really propel you into things that you'll make progress more so, because when you learn from other people's mistakes, it can only be better. So why not do something different this year? Do that thing that you said you're going to do, and why not do it now? Whatever that is, just start on it now. Don't think about it, because the more you build things up in your head, you'll get overwhelmed and then won't do it. So why not make 2017 the year that you do what you wanted to always do? So make it a good one, stick to your habits, and make sure you carry out on what you intend to do. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish your families well, and I hope that you get what you want in 2017. Thank you for listening to all my videos this year, and many more are to come. Thanks for listening.